has come to our family. You remember our venerable house? Opulent and imperial, gazing proudly from its stoic perch above the moor. I lived all my years in that ancient, rumor-shadowed manor, fattened by decadence and luxury. And yet I began to tire of conventional extravagance. Singular, unsettling tales suggested the mansion itself was a gateway to some fabulous and unnameable power. With relic and ritual, I've bent every effort towards the excavation and recovery of those long-buried secrets, exhausting what remained of our family fortune on swarthy workmen and sturdy shovels. At last, in the salt-soaked crags beneath the lowest foundations, we unearthed that damnable portal antediluvian evil. Our every step unsettled the ancient earth, but we were in a realm of death and madness. In the end, I alone fled laughing and wailing through those blackened arcades of antiquity, until consciousness failed me. You remember our venerable house, opulent and imperial. It is a festering abomination. I beg you, return home, claim your birthright, and deliver our family from the ravenous, clutching shadows of the darkest dungeon.
Good evening, everyone. What a wonderful evening it is, and it's time for us to play some more. I was about to say Factorio, but this is of course Darkest Dungeon. We have finally managed to load up the new DLC, and man am I excited. So, let's start with the very big picture of this. There are several ways for me to play this new DLC. I can either take an existing playthrough and play that. I decided not to. Or I can start from scratch. Now that's the one part. So we'll be starting completely from scratch. What we've been playing for the last 2 weeks was just a learning session. So now we'll be starting over. Now that's the content, and now let's look at the format. But first, please let me know if the sound, the music versus my voice is okay. Let's get that sorted out of the way immediately. So the format will be basically I'll be playing this on stream about once a week at least. This week I'll be playing both today and tomorrow, but I'll also be taking it and chopping up into 1 week at a time and uploading it to YouTube, because then I'll have separate episodes on YouTube, and I think that will be awesome as well. So trying to combine both the streaming and the YouTube experience. That means we'll be doing short intros between each session. So with that said, let us start a new campaign. Let's see what we have options here. We have Musketeer, that's a new hero class. We have the Crimson Court, we have Districts, we have Flagellants, we have Shieldbreaker, and we have the Color of Madness. Let's do this. So, is this your first estate? The Crimson Court increases the complexity and pressure campaign. Start campaign. I'll play it on Darkest. These are the difficulties. It's easy mode, normal mode, and hard mode. Since this is new, I'll be playing it on Darkest mode, so we can do it. Let's see. We will call it the Called of the Path. Kind of unoriginal, but that is what we will be doing. So, if you are not aware of this game or what it is about, then this is a music a bit too loud, a bit too high. Okay, we'll do some more adjustments on that. Actually, I'll do it on the there. Now I do that, changes. Okay. Alright, we're just making some changes here and see if they pass through. I'm also a bit cautious about, I do have some drop frames. I usually didn't have drop frames, but lately my ISP has been trying to improve, and that has not been going well. Anyway, let's dive in. So, this game is a Lovecraftian world of horror and misery and stress. And is not about heroics, that's for sure.
You will arrive along the old road. It winds with a troubling serpent-like suggestion through the corrupted countryside, leading only, I fear, to ever more tenebrous places. There is a sickness in the ancient pitted cobbles of the old road, and on its writhing path you will face viciousness, violence, and perhaps other damnably transcendent terrors. So steel yourself, and remember there can be no bravery without madness. The old road will take you to hell, but in that gaping abyss, we will find our redemption.
There we go. Did you notice something? Hello, Horn Panda. Hello, everyone. Did you notice something that it says there can be no bravery without madness? That color of the lantern on the wagon was the color of madness. So, and that's not a change. This has not changed. This has been there from the beginning of the game. So basically, they've either had this plan of the color of madness all from the beginning, or they've been. You're saying something, Wenju? We have a couple of people. Let's take some of the people we have in chat. So, I will be naming my characters after supporters. So. Let's hear some of the supporters who have been here early. Anyone who wants to be a crusader, a thieving crusader, or a highwayman. So now there's also difference between this time and last time, because there have been made changes and we don't really know what those changes are. Okay, so that's also something we're gonna have to do some more exploring than we have done the previous episodes.
Brigands have run up these lanes. Keep to the side path. The hamlet is just ahead.
Please be a female healer. Alright. Like healers, there are no healers in this game. Let's this is without a doubt not for the thieving, but for the warrior of light. There we go. So, Apollos, you are here. Who is our first highwayman? Who might be our only highwayman? So, Tracer and Shiliad, you have been... Pick me! Yes, I'll pick you, Sir Brigai. I promise not to... I'm not gonna promise to not kill you, because that's not really my choice. There we go, Sir Brigai, you're in from the beginning. So let's talk a bit about the mechanics as we dive in. This is a classical, it's a turn-based game, slide scrolling. We just walk along the path here. You can see the map here. Something.
This thug in brutal fashion, that all may hear of your arrival.
So at this point we go into the combat mode, where we have everything is turn-based. One of the things that is really strange, I find at least at the beginning, but now we got used to it, and some bleed. Now it's bleeding, 2 damage over 3 turns, and let's actually... That's just a kill. Nope, that's not a kill. Slice and dice. And again, alright, you're dead. That's fine.
Great is the weapon that cuts on its own.
Yeah, loot. We like loot. Okay. So, one of the part that I was mentioning is that you cannot heal outside of combat. You cannot use combat skills outside of combat, which is kind of strange, because you're you're able to heal, but as soon as you break combat, oh, you can't heal anymore. It's a bit strange,
Leave nothing
but
unchecked.
from
There is much to be found in forgotten places.
a balance perspective, it makes perfect sense. Alright.
Ambush. Send these vermin a message. The rightful owner has returned, and their kind is no longer welcome.
So this one doesn't deal much damage, but it bypasses stealth and de-stealth, and it gives me some crit and action. I think I'll try to do this for once. Well struck. Nice. And this is one of the new things. Look at this. He got +2 speed, because now when you make a crit, you will get some kind of buff for 2 rounds. Now this is only 1 round though. So he'll now get plus speed, and you can only attack the front rows. So should I try a stun? What's the stun chance? It's, yeah, if a stun, 50-50 chance of stunning. There we go. He loses his turn when he's stunned. Comes a blanket fire in. Nice dodge. Well done, Hapolas and Cerberus guy. And at this point, I need to take out, well, but I want to take out the back. There we go. That's some more crit, and now buffing additional speed. At this point, we cannot stun anymore. There's 100% stun resist, because when you stun with 1 turn, you get a debuff the next turn. Point blank, that hurts like hell. If it hits. Huh, cool. And now we start slashing open veins, so we can get some more bleed. Bleed doesn't do much, but it does deal some damage. It's still 6 damage is pretty good for a stun attack. Hey, buffs, welcome. Alright, he's going down really efficiently here. See, that was also a new thing. Maybe you didn't notice.
The bigger the beast, the greater the glory.
Oh, that's nice. Let's see if something has changed here. Bandit trapped chest. It's always trapped. Ooh. Alright. Now there will be separate rolls when something both has a debuff and a debuff and a bleed or a blight or something, and then they're rolled separately, so it's not both hit or both miss. So this is the end of a mission, you could say, and they now hit the... Oh, hot to trot. Hi, that's a new one. What does that mean? Plus 20 accuracy, damage, and crit on the first round. Wow, so you're dealing a monstrous amount of damage, Apollos. That means if I give you the lance, you can just charge in. Nervous plus stress, that's not so good. And so we even now go into...
Welcome home, such as it is.
City, the hamlet.
This squalid hamlet, these corrupted lands, they are yours now, and you are bound to them.
Thank you. I'm looking forward to be bound to them. Okay, so then now a help screen. Okay, we will just take a look at the different buildings. All the rest of it is boarded up, and they'll be opening gradually.
Most will end up here, covered in the poisoned earth, awaiting merciful oblivion.
And this is the theme of the do not get attached to your heroes.
Women and men, soldiers and outlaws, fools and corpses. All will find their way to us now that the road is clear.
Fools and corpses. I mean, it's really setting the stage, right? Most will end up here, and the new heroes coming to town, we call them fools and corpses.
In time, you will know the tragic extent of my failings.
At some point, I put this catch line as my status message on my company Skype. So whenever people looked at me on Skype, it said, "In time, you will know the tragic extent of my failings." I got a lot of weird... I was similar like, what are you? Have you done something you're not allowed to? And no one got the reference. Let's have a look in the stagecoach. So... Shalia, you will be our first healer.
A sister of battle, pious and unrelenting.
A female healer, that's a Vestal. There. Shalia Terrell, welcome, and hope you'll be keeping everyone alive. Let's see. Who else do we want to give a character? A Plague Doctor. Ooh, Cove Explorer. Oh no, that's been... Wow. That's been nerfed crazy. That used to be plus 20, now it's only plus 10. Ouch. I also heard that this one had been nerfed. There's some really good skills here. I would love to have the battlefield medicine, but alas. Let us see. Tracer, you like healers. This is not a healer. Who else can we say? Of course. Saint Cabbage, did you have any preference? Otherwise, you are my new Plague Doctor.
What better laboratory than the blood-soaked battlefield?
I don't know. What better laboratory? Now, one of the strategies I always apply is... hello, Sukusvina. Sukus. Okay, one of the parts I always apply is I want to upgrade the roster immediately. There.
Great heroes can be found even here, in the mud and rain.
Question for today's stream: who will die first? My guess is Sir Guy.
Word is
Not
traveling.
intentional.
Ambition is stirring in distant cities.
So
We
I
can
need.
use this.
Okay. Sorry, Wayne June. Wayne June is the narrator. So if you hear me talking about Wayne June, he's the narrator, or at least the voice actor behind the narration. Alright, so since they are quite fragile, and I don't want to over-level them, and by having them rest in town between dungeons or between runs, they de-stress a bit. So by having a wide roster, then I'll be able to save some money on de-stressing, because they don't need to be de-stressed immediately. So I want a wide roster, that's why I'm getting more heroes coming in, and also adding up to the size of the roster. Now, I could do this one. Yeah, I'll do that one. So now I get 4 heroes every turn. So Briga is our red shirt. Yes, he is. Oh, embark. So the next thing we want to do is going into the dungeon overview of looking at missions we can take.
Mecca of madness and morbidity. Your work begins.
It does. So this is the darkest dungeon, the pinnacle, and we have 4 different regions. These 4, the ruins, the warrens, the weald, and the cove, they are the basic ones in the vanilla game. Then there was the first DLC, the courtyard, and now the last one, the farmstead. We can't do anything there yet, but we'll get there. So we'll go in here. And let's see, any of these have any preference whether they are... Okay, something to look at. If you look at something, the tooltip here, it has 2 white dots and some... Yeah, this one. 3 white dots and 3 red dots. The white dots is the positions of in my team where they can use this skill. So for example, this Disorienting Blast can be used by the Plague Doctor, but not if the Plague Doctor finds herself in the first position. Likewise, it works against positions 2, 3, 4, and 5. 2, 3, 4 at the enemy, but not against anything else. We have to be really careful about actually reading these, because there might have been some changes. Unfortunately, it has some really horrible skills here. Okay, well, at least illumination works. This bypasses stealth, that's good. And gives minus dodge and a bit of torch. It doesn't deal any damage. End of light, plus damage against unholy, but if you're in second position, you cannot. Oh, look at that! Divine Comfort. Oh, that's the heal. Ah, okay, whatever. I thought it was. What? This is now heal 4 to 5. It used to be heal 3 to 4. So they massively buffed us. So, the only thing I can do, the only mission, is the Darkest Dungeon, which will absolutely kill us. Or we can go in here for a short Apprentice Run. Let's do this. This is a, I won't say a scripted one, but it's it should be pretty straightforward. We'll go into the first part here. We'll go into provisions.
The cost of preparedness, measured now in gold, later in blood.
Yeah, I think I'd rather pay things in blood than in gold, maybe. Well, do I? Blood? Gold? I mean, blood comes back by itself. Gold does not. And I need to get my websites up. because I cannot for the life of me remember what's in each dungeon here. I have not played it enough. Okay, let's see. What do we need? We need 2 of these, and we need some food. Let's get extra food. Bandage, no. Some keys, yes. Anything else? We have some shard dust. Used to tap into otherworldly power, but beware its other effect cannot be used while virtuous. Okay, fine. Usually we will also take torches, but since this is only darkest difficulty, I am always pretty much refraining from difficulty from that. Should I get one of these? Oh, I already have. And should I get one? It's not necessary. Don't think so. Let's go in. I think there's something I'm missing, but let's give it a shot. Here we are. Wish me luck. What do you use to figure out what to bring? I have a I made an Excel sheet, or not an Excel sheet, a Google Doc that I can share. How do I do this? Get shareable link. Sharing on. There we go. I'll be posting it here. I don't know if this link works. Probably digested in. I think Nilaus is using a text file experience. No, I built this at some point when I was playing it a lot. I built this, and that's kind of my framework. Let's see. Looks beautiful. I think the colors are a bit warmer than they used to be, or maybe not. I don't know. But it seems like really the colors are more clear. They more stand out. I like it. If they made some change, I like it. If there are no change, I still like it. So, Harpolos leading the way. Finding a torch, but this time Wayne June did not say splendid. It works awesome. So now we're in a dungeon, and that's how it works. You work through corridors and you work through room battles, and the game in and of itself is actually extremely simple.
Be gone, fiend.
It doesn't make it easy, but the mechanics are rather simple. That clears corpses, and you actually have a damage thing which does nothing, but it gives us a bit of light. And smash.
Another abomination.
That was a
from
bit,
our lands.
bit easy. Unlock strongbox, nothing there.
A handsome reward.
We got a blood.
For a task well performed.
Not that it's of any use at this point. So here we use our first shovel.
Even the cold stone seems bent on preventing passage.
And ooh, okay. Oh, I like this little dust cloud at the bottom. Right. So at this point, the soldier deals a lot more damage than the rabble. So the soldier is much more dangerous. You can see also 15% protection. Protection reduces the amount of hit points. Also, the cultist is dealing stress, and we do want to get rid of the stress. So we start by trying to shoot at the back row. Also, the cultist is pretty fast. Oh, look at that. Nice. See, stressful incantation. Dealing what? 20? The torch. Right. It doesn't deal any damage, but it lowers the dodge. Does any of them have dodge skill? Yeah, you do. You have a bit of dodge, so why not? And get a bit of light up. Okay. You have 4 hit points, so let's get a... This is a stun, this is a blight. We'll do blight, is basically a dot, damage over time, dealing 4 damage per round, so on her next turn she'll get 4 damage. My options here are either killing this or stunning that. We'll definitely go for the kill. You can also do this one that hits. There's a little plus here. It hits both. It could kill, but probably won't.
Executed with impunity.
Okay, what can we do? Well, we can't stun the front. Can't do much. So we'll just do speed and damage on Sabrigai. That's a big...
Great is the weapon that cuts on its own.
Stun. And we'll allow... Oh, whoa. Sabrigai. Slashing. There we go. Message retracted. DD sheet. Oh, that's nice. So we got our first loot is a common item, but it only works for bounty hunters. Oh well, not for us. I'll use that torch because why not? And this is the point where I want scouting because oh, actually not. Oh, I got a critical scout. That's brilliant because then I can get those traps here. If I scout and then I see what's in the next corridors and then I can avoid the traps. Do I go for a room battle with a treasure? Yes, absolutely a treasure. Now I guess this curio, I'm pretty sure Habholus will steal it. Usually does. Yep. You are not my friend. A key and 8 crests. I'll be keeping this reward for myself. Rewards hard earned. Like, what about the rest of them? Are they just like, yeah, well, you carry a big sword. You'll get away with it. Not okay. Just not okay. Ooh, I got a surprise. So at this point, either I can stun or I can put some blight. If I put blight, I most likely give 1 damage plus, no, you know what, stun. Let's get some damage on one of the humans. They can bleed, but they didn't. Damn. That's a miserable to hit roll. Let's kill that one. Okay, so we read 1 attack. I don't know if the Acolyte can actually do her stun attack from the front rows. We'll go first. Stun the back row. They shuffle. Good. Put some damage in. And now it's her turn. She's always this fast. Oh, really? Does nothing. And she dies next turn because she has 2 hit points. Ah, damn it, another stressful incantation. This is bad because I need my healer to be working next time. So she's dead anyway. That means I can just start pummeling. You want to do a grape shot? Hitting both? Yeah, that's awesome.
Give them no quarter.
Minus dodge and blight resist. There's nothing dealing blight in this dungeon. So, an heirloom chest. We want to use the key here, that we get some better loot. And we proceed. Moving forward, and there's a... You have 90? Do you want to gamble on a 50? No, I don't. I'll take the 90% chance. Well done. Disarmed. Going in here. And I believe there's an obstacle on this path. Oh, another scout. Seriously? Twice? Oh, the speedstone. No, I don't like you. So, welcome to the monochromatic darkest dungeon. The monochromatic dungeon. It takes all the light away. That is just a random occurrence that happens once in a while. It forces us to actually eat some food once in a while. I'll go down here. I think there's a fight in here. And there's an obstacle if I recall correctly. Yes. Which means we can use our second shovel and then we go into this fight. 65 stress is pretty bad because we don't have an alternative healer. Alright, this is a tough pull and we got... Well, that surprise was... It could have been worse. Tempting Goblet. Also dealing a lot of stress. Okay. Doesn't deal much damage, but it gives us a sturdy buff. Let us stun the 2 back rows here. No. Quarrel. Just don't crit.
Mortality clarified in a single
Oh, look
strike.
at how much stress they take. 73. I can't take you on the second run. That's just really... Yeah, classic Reynold. Yes, Habholus, you are... you can't do anything from this position, so you're just a stupid healer at this point. Alright, so what are we gonna do? I think we'll try killing here. Can't kill the front. We could kill here. Great. Totally worth it. This X-Blade usually doesn't hurt. Can also do a shield slam that stuns. At this point, what are we going to do? We need to get you down somehow.
Confidence surges as the enemy crumbles.
And quarrel. Okay, great. I'd rather have 2 hits than a crit and a dodge.
Compassion
that's
is
nice.
a rarity in the fevered pitch of battle.
1, 2, 3. Yeah, okay. I'll stun here. 75% chance. Nope, of course not. And I'll stun you and bring you up front, hopefully. Yes, good. Makes you a lot less dangerous. Dead weight, that's a stun. Ooh, and a knockback. That's a shame. Let's start. Okay, you're still the most dangerous among these two. None of them are particularly dangerous. I just do not want any. Can't stun. You're probably gonna be working faster, so you're gonna get a speed for next round. 32% damage. That's a lot of damage coming in. Bonk. But at this time you're resisting. This is horrible because at that position Crusader cannot do anything. Hapolis is just dead in the water. Whoa! I'm supposed to go first here. There we are. The 32% damage adding up. I'll stun here. What? Okay, I am actually getting in trouble when it comes to stalling mechanics here. Just dead it. You gonna go first? Not a particularly good skill. Oh, they're gonna be healed. As long as you don't crit. Good. Fine. Because you're gonna be healed at the end. So smash it? Come on, Apollos. You're stealing our loot and not dealing any damage. Why do I bring you? Alright, we got it. And we just want the last loot.
Clearly in view.
Or
is it merely a trick of the light?
And we're done with the first dungeon. How about that? Quest rewards. So we're making, this is kind of a normal amount. So you're making 8,000. But the problem is with training and provisions and everything, you're spending more than 8,000. So it's very, very easy to run out of money in the early game. Thick-blooded? Whatever. Fading? Fading, never seen that. -2 speed and -5 dodge. That is absolutely horrible. Anything that involves the speed is very, very bad.
All the decadent horrors I have seen pale in comparison to that final, crowning thing. I could not look, nor could I look away.
So now the tavern and the abbey are open. These are our stress relief locations.
Fresh kegs, cards, and curtained rooms promise solace to the weary and broken alike.
Sounds good. So I can put my people in here for stress. You can see the stress, this is the white bar, is accruing quite heavily for Shadia. When she hits 100, she will stress out and become quite difficult to work with most of the time.
The cobwebs have been dusted, the pews set straight. The abbey calls to the faithful.
Yeah, so this is also where I can... Another location, for example, Apollos is God-fearing, so he will only pray here. So if I try to put him in, I can only put him in here, but he doesn't have enough. I hope I can find another healer so Shalia can take a break and have some fun. See what kind of heroes we get. No healers. This is bad. I don't think I can... Well, I know I can't go healerless. Not actually some very good heroes we get. You're definitely getting you. Damage mod +50, crit +6, self minus dodge, speed, and +100% stress. That's crazy. That's a shitty finisher, but it's a great starter. It's actually also horrible to start with. Right, so the Jester is a bit strange. Has some good party buff and a good de-stressor, really nice. And some bleed attacks, they're really good. And this here, and it's not particularly good. Mark target +0. What does this do? It does nothing. Wow. I thought it actually did something to them, but it actually doesn't do... There's no damage upon the opponents. I don't get this. Huh. Okay. But I'm gonna take you. The Bounty Hunter is pure damage. The Grave Robber is a glass cannon. So if anyone wants any of these, speak up, because I'm gonna definitely take the Jester.
He will be laughing still at the end.
And the Bounty Hunter. See if you have the good skills. Collect bounty. That's a good attack. Look, extra damage versus humans and a lot extra versus marked. And then you can mark targets. Come hither is not good. The 2 stuns are not available. That's pretty bad. They're gonna get you.
The thrill of the hunt. The promise of payment.
Okay, and I'll also see the Grave Robber here. Unfortunately, the lunge is huge damage. Plus 40% and plus 10% crit. Plus damage versus blighted. That's interesting. And armor piercing is also nice. Armor piercing means that it ignores any protection. I will take a Grave Robber because...
To those with a keen eye, gold gleams like a dagger's point.
When you mark a target, at least the character marking the target gets bonus done in this foe. Yeah. But the thing is, for example, we have to consider it. If I mark and this got a lot better. That's plus 3 speed because I mark instead of an attack. But the next attack deals plus 90% damage. Well, why don't I deal 100 plus 100 instead of 0 plus 190? So they've tried sweetening the deal with a bit of protection, a bit of speed, but it's still not a very good deal if it's only for himself. So the deal is you want to get it for someone else who also has against marked. For example, I thought you had something against marked. For example here, plus 25 against marked. Alright, who else do we have here? Do we have anyone else? Any other supporters in chat? So let's see. So let's add you as well, because I see you in chat. What do you want to be? And Tracer, we are going to keep you. You wanted a healer, but we don't have any healers around here. Just that sounds interesting. Oh, you'll be the Grave Robber. Okay, Tracer. Ah, I can't do this. Tracer. There we are. Short look at the previous stream. The game is completely new to me. So, what do you want? Do you want a... Should that be you? You're a jester, aren't you? Let's see if with the stream delay that you will decide that you want something else. And then we need someone to become... Fear of Eldritch is really bad. I want to get that away. Do we have any other supporters in the stream here today who would want to get some... Hey, buffs! We also have buffs in here. There. We have name. Excellent. We are going to prepare the next one. Ooh. A strange glow at the farmstead. The comet's impact was felt here in the hamlet. The great impact... Oh, damn you. I lost my stream. What? Are we still live? I think that it says I'm not receiving anything from my stream. Okay. That was really, really strange. I didn't drop any frames, it just complete switched off. We're not receiving video fast enough. Wow. Okay. This is really strange how this is affecting me. Looks fine again. Yeah, I didn't drop any frames. I just completely lost connection. Alright, we are back. We are back. And we have a strange glow at the farmstead. The comet's impact was felt here in the hamlet. The great impact toppled gravestones and kicked up a cloud of dust that covered the entire region. When it finally settled, an eerie miasma was seen to spread from the mill. It distorted the rules of time and space far beyond imagining. Venture to the miller's farm to see what has been done. I don't think this is something for a level 0 party. And especially one without a healer. Can I manage without a healer? No, of course I can't. So I need Shilea to come along as a healer. What else do I need? I want some of the new guys in. Like this. Oh, you can't lunge anyway, so... You're clumsy? Scientific? Oh, divine grace. Divine grace. Divine comfort. Okay. Huh. That's interesting. Quite an insignificant one. Ruins granted, that's only +5, so that was nerfed severely. Ah, yeah. What are we... Are you okay in the second position? You're fine in the second position. These two do not work. So let's get you out of second position. Do you work in the second position? That one works. That flashing daggers work. They're okay, but they're not fantastic. Poison darts work. And you can't do the harvest. Okay, let me see. I don't dare go in here. Not yet. I need some kind of a bit better. I think they are really long, these ones. So I'm gonna have to wait another turn. Now we are going... We can see these three in the marks here. Means that there's a 1 campfire. Heroes will camp once during the quest. Now I'm looking at what I can do here. Minus stress is good, but speed at the cost of speed is not good. Man at arms, max HP, and... This is good. Stress and accuracy, I like that. We're going to take this one. Need to work my ass off. What do you want? Some heal? I healed you 5 seconds ago. Can't just... Well, sorry. You have to go heal everyone. This is not a particularly good team. Let's make that very, very clear. Bounty Hunter. You can get move resist. Okay. You get an item because you have an item. You can't use it for anything, but... Yeah.